we are discussing one theme during these days about peace, about unity, about a fragmented, divisive world. I was just thinking, is division something natural or unnatural in the world? Unnatural. Sure? Natural. The world is made up with this kind of division. The kingdoms are divided: animal kingdom, mineral kingdom. We have different colors, we have different fruits, we have different countries. Is it not a division? But the question is this division bad? And the answer is no. Division as part of creation is natural, is harmoniously. But then why we are discussing all these days about bringing peace to this divisive world? Is related to this natural division? Or there is something else, or something wrong with this? Yes, there is something wrong. And the name for this error is man. Today is Mother's Day, I will not say women. The problem is only the man. Why? Because of ego. The way we interpret and the way we deal with this natural division, we create chaos. We look at an apple and banana and then we say, the apple is much better than banana. And then we fight because the other likes more banana. And I want to possess all the bananas of the world. And then I will fight if anyone gets one banana. If it would be the problem only banana, we'll be fine. But it's not. Every conflict, every problem comes out of human mind. Greed, attachment, possessiveness. And then Guruji keeps saying that we are the best of the creation. Sometimes I get a little bit ashamed just to listen and to think even of myself. Everything is harmoniously, then comes the best of creation and spoils everything. Then we have to do interfaith to understand and to change. Then I was just thinking, I was wondering why all these kingdoms, the other ones, except the humans, didn't get together and went to God to complain. With all respect, oh Lord, are you sure about this decision that they are the best of the creation? They are destroying, they are killing us, they are cutting us, they are polluting us. It was so balanced, so natural. Look, are we okay, God? Don't you want to think again? Anyhow, what should we do? How can we bring unity and peace? How can we understand this harmony in this division? We have listened many views, many perspectives of how to deal with that. We have to break it. And I was reflecting in one young man, few hundreds of years back, and he perceived these barriers. He perceived this wrong way of looking and dealing with the divisive world, this division. And he did not accept. And he went for this fight. And he changed his own life, his understanding, and now he offers to all of us the way of changing, ourselves and our outlook, our relationship with this world made of divisions. And who was this young man? St. Francis. It's around 800 years back. But still, he's alive among us. He's inspiring us, or at least trying to inspire us. Guruji loves him like anything. And he says that for him, this simple prayer of St. Francis is the preferred prayer. And not only preferred prayer, but he says in his book of St. Francis that this prayer for him is a miracle. And I saw a few years back one interview of Guruji in YouTube. And then people were saying, the world is going so bad. Just negative things, just violence and this and that. What do you think about it? And then he gave a big smile and said, the world is improving. I understand and I feel that. And then the person said, how? It's improving. And then he asked again, and what do you suggest for people to contribute for this evolution, to bring this world in a better shape? And then he said, if everybody every day would reflect a few minutes on this prayer of St. Francis, the world would be better. So his recipe for improving the world was reflecting this prayer every day a little bit. And things will change. If Baba said that there is a miracle in this prayer, should we not try to discover it? So today we'll bring some reflections on it, but it's just a starting point. If you like it, try to continue. There's a few aspects of this prayer. And why connected to this week, this event? Because it's the way for peace. And we are looking for peace and unity. Do you remember the first line? O Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Let's stop here. Because this is not only the first line of the prayer, but is the qualification. If you don't pass this first line, you should not go for the next ones. Are you adhikari? Are you qualified or not? What does it mean, this qualification? O Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Here he's mentioned two things, instrument and peace. First, if you are you are candidate to be an instrument for peace. First question of qualification. Are you nervous or not? No. Do you know what's peace? I want to be an instrument of peace, but if I don't know what is peace. Second, do you have peace? Yeah? Third, having or not, do you want peace? This is the qualification. Do you know what is peace? Do you want peace? Do you have peace? To be an instrument then will be a consequence. But first we have to look at ourselves and ask ourselves, I know what is peace. If peace would be, for example, absence of completely, 100% out of all your turmoils in life, all our garbage, negativities, all our stress, anxiety, do we want this or not? Yes. All right. First qualification. Second, do I feel that? Not few minutes today, few minutes tomorrow, but I'm living with that. I'm living in the state where I don't have any turmoil in my mind. My mind is at peace. My body is at peace. My look is at peace. My words are at peace. I'm living like that? No. So if your answer is no, you are also qualified. If you would be yes, you are not qualified. Because you have reached, you don't need to study anymore. But unfortunately, none of us are. So we are qualified. But do I really want this peace? And it's not just willing to. I'm willing to work for that. I'm willing to move in that direction. Or it's just a dream. I want peace, but I don't have. One day God will give me. He'll knock at my door and say, here's your package of peace. Merry Christmas. Only a dream. We have to work. And this, what St. Francis is offering to us. The way for peace. Inner peace, outer peace. The way to change completely our lives. Do we really want? Because if we don't really want, if it's just something that, maybe we will not have that energy, that dynamism, that willpower to move on. If you do not understand the meaning of peace in our lives and how our lives will change with this feeling of peace, how can I work for that? Guruji said that this prayer is a miracle. We are praying this every day here, at all the ashrams. Are we experiencing any miracle? The only miracle is the doors of breakfast open. We pray, oh, God, see, it's working. But this miracle is maybe it's not the one we are looking for. Sometimes we are looking for. The miracle of changing our lives. The miracle of experience what He's offering. Peace. And not just for us, to share instruments. First, we should be willing, really willing to get this peace. And the second, to share. To spread this peace. As an instrument. Another qualification. What's the characteristics of an instrument? Tuned. Has his own wishes? No. Just in the hands of some word person to be used. We live as an instrument, or we have our very strong desires, wishes, ego. So an instrument should trust completely in the hands on the one who is using it. Can we trust like that? Can we try at least to be an instrument? More and more trust in the hands of the ones who are using us. We forget. And then we don't become an instrument. Instrument of thy peace. It's not my peace. Let the one who is utilizing this body, this mind, this heart, make peace with it. This is an instrument. First I feel the peace and I want to share. But slowly I start to perceive it's not my peace. It's the one who is doing this through this body. That is becoming an instrument. Not my will, thy will. This is to become an instrument. To reduce our egos means to be an instrument. Is it clear? Is it easy?
I have a question. So, our will is like God's will, so we need to reduce the wants and desires.
Hmm?
We need to reduce the wants and desires.
Okay, as we are qualified, we can move on. At least we are willing to. To remember the rest of the prayer now. Let's do the complete one. O Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there's hatred, let me be in love. Where there's resentment, let me be in forgiveness. Where there's discord, let me be in unity. Where there's doubt, let me be in faith. Where there's error, let me be in truth. Where there's despair, let me be in happiness. Where there's sadness, let me be in joy. O Master, grant that I may desire rather. When there's darkness, let me be in light. O Master, grant that I may desire rather. To console rather than to be consoled. To understand rather than to be understood. To love rather than to be loved. Because in its giving that we receive. In forgiving that we obtain forgiveness. In dying that we rise to eternal life. Amen. I'm used more to pray in Portuguese. Sometimes I forget in English terms. It's a beautiful invitation to all of us. You want to be an instrument of peace? Take here, go. And be an instrument. And if you have the desire, the inspiration, let's get this prayer and move. And be an instrument. Once we are live in Miami Ocean, maybe almost 15 years back. And we are around 10 people sitting near Guruji, and he asked, how many of you have the courage just to stand up and go away from here and walk in your own feet? To build something, to construct something, to share. How many of you have this power? And St. Francis is asking and inviting us for the same thing. How many of you are willing to be an instrument of peace? Take it and go. Are we the ones? Why not? Oh, I'm weak, I'm this. Throw all these things. If this prayer came to us, if we are here listening, are we not worthy of receiving? Yes. And do we know what will be the result? Let us get this and let's spread. Let's be the instrument of peace. Do we know what will be the result? Any idea or no? Peace? Love? Inspiration? And the answer is no. What? Do you know what will be the result? Frustration. This will be our immediate result. Why? Patience. Why? Because we are willing to. But are we ready to? I will offer love where there is hatred. So I'm walking with this package now to be an instrument, and then I see two people quarreling. And they say, oh, now I offer my love. Don't be like this. Be loving one. Then one person turn to you and in angry give a blow in your face. Are you still an instrument, or you just jump in that fight and now we're three fighting? And then at the end of the fight you say, oh God, I was supposed to be an instrument. I forgot. Sorry, St. Francis. The first line, but the second I will be better. Frustration. Whoa, I was so excited. And now, first step I stumble. What does it mean? Where there is hatred, let me be in love. I'm searching for some place of hatred to share my great love. But then I perceive that this place I'm looking for is inside me. Oh God, I know where is hatred. Please give me love. I'm trying to be an instrument, and I'm realizing that I have to change myself. So this frustration is not bad. It's like the depression of Arjuna in the first chapter. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Willing to do, ready to do, motivated to do, but with some weakness inside. But if we would not see that weaknesses, would we reach the 18th chapter? No. Without Arjuna's depression in the beginning, how he could understand, how he could move on, and to reach the goal. So St. Francis, in a very subtle way, very intelligent manner, is inviting us first to know our own weaknesses. Yes, our goal is to be an instrument of peace, but first, we have to find the resources for that, and that is the most important part. Not so easy, not so pleasant, but most important part. Oh God, I want to be an instrument, but help me. Where there's hatred, let me bring love. Do you have hate? Do you have hatred in you or not? No?
That's toxic.
We have. It's not that maximum level of hatred for everyone. I hate, in fire exploding. But if you dislike anything, it's a form of hatred or not? Yes, lower level. So if you say, I don't like this food, you are already in this category. I don't like that person. And if I have any level of this in myself, how can I offer it? How can I give other things? We live with our likes and dislikes. All the time, 100% of our time. Everything we see, we judge. And what's the judgment? I like, I don't like. And then the things you like, you want to have more and more and more. That becomes, I love. And the things you don't like, you keep thinking and running away. It becomes, I hate. So, the first line, you want to become an instrument? Get rid of your likes and dislikes. It's just a reflection. This is an invitation for us. It's a beautiful way of self-analysis. Impartial. Not, oh, I'm so bad, I have this and that. No. Okay, this is, for now is an obstacle that I have to remove because I want to be an instrument of peace. Don't be so attached to the likes and dislikes. Of course, we will have this. But don't let this guide your life. If you don't have that food, you become unhappy. If the other comes to you, you become miserable. The other list, I don't like. So pay attention in your likes and dislikes. Pay attention in your emotions. And slowly we have to work on it. Consciously. Every day you have so many opportunities. Is it not? I need a talk, I need a scripture, I need the master. What about the life? These divisions of life are made for that. For us to learn, for us to grow, for us to be intelligent. Where's the second line? Resentment, let me bring. Forgiveness. Again. How is your heart? we are trying to help people who are resentful or feeling sad or hurt. But what about our hearts? Is our heart free from resentment? Oh, she did that. He did this. 20 years back. Still today, remember? How can we forgive if our hearts are still full of resentment? Till today, we listen, forgive, forgive, forgive. Okay, okay, okay. We step out of here, angry, again, the same thing. It's not for us to become sad or disappointed, but if we do not reflect on this, if we do not really look at our lives, how are we going to change? Where is the source of this feeling hurt? Feeling resentful? From where this comes? Ego. It's my individuality. I have a name, I have a fame, I have abilities, I have all these concepts about me. I have a lot of labels that I built during my life, and I believe in that. If anyone comes against this, he's my enemy. He's hurting me. Because of our ego, our individuality, we all want to be well treated, extremely respected, be praised. Everyone should think really great of us, high of us. And then, when this imagination doesn't happen, I become resentful. First of all, we have to remove inside our resentment, our feeling of being hurt. We have to reduce our ego with prayer, with meditation, and we have to try to forgive. How can I forgive? How can I teach others to forgive if still I'm not able to? We have to try and try hard. Forgiveness is not for the other, it's for ourselves. Because if we do not forgive, how is our life? It's for ourselves. Where is the resentment? Let me bring forgiveness. Oh God, help me to reduce my ego. Help me not to be so affected by opinions, comments, attitudes, words. It's not me. I'm not this mind. I'm not this body. Why am I so affected? This is why Guruji said this prayer is a miracle. If you reflect on it, if you have this courage, we'll change. Where there is discord, let me be unity. Discord, what does it mean?
It's like disharmony, things are not cohesive.
People that are not in harmony, they do not understand each other. Unity. When two people are disagreeing, how to bring unity in that? Understanding, acceptance. Someone has to accept. Okay. Do we accept? You don't listen to me. Listen to me. The only way to eliminate the discord for us is the other person should be quiet. The other person should understand me. The other person should just say yes. Then I can spread unity everywhere. I'm good instrument, but shut up. Don't open your mouth. Don't tell I'm wrong. This is our desire to be an instrument. Don't tell me I'm wrong. So if we really want unity, if we really want to solve all the discord, disharmony, can we not start? Can we not learn that our truth is not the absolute truth? Can you not learn that others may be right and their opinion, their way, their view may help us? Why to be so hard-headed? In simple things, in big things. Someone is telling something to you, immediately say, I know. What do we know? How can we be instrument of eliminating discord? Listening. To listen. To reflect. To think of others' point of view. It's simple things in life that we can change. We don't need to bring unity when they are having world war. I will go there and bring unity. No, but in your daily life, are you willing to listen the other's opinion, others' point of view? Are you willing to respect what they are feeling? Or you are just willing to prove your truth to others all the time? Can you understand that the others also have their own truth? They have. We live in our own worlds. Everyone is different worlds. But my word is the best. And the right one, the others, they have to listen. Where there is discord, let bring unity. Start from you. Where there is, next, doubt. Let bring being, faith. Do you have faith? Some. Do you have faith in yourself? Sometimes. Do you have faith in others? Do you have faith in God? Oh yes? Sometimes.
More or less.
More or less. And the fourth question. Do you have faith in your mind?
No.
Yeah? Be careful. Swami Sri Yukteswar said, the human mind is never reliable until realization. Oh, so he spoiled our prayer. I will not trust in anybody then. Just in the realized ones. What to do? Surrender, but we have to change our minds. If human mind is not reliable, can I not make an effort to make my mind at least a little bit reliable? And so my question was, if you trust in others, but now let's make the opposite. Do the others trust in you? What does it mean? Is it your words reliable? Yes or not? If you say to someone, tomorrow I will be there at 10 o'clock. Do you fulfill that? Or, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Today is raining, I will not go. He will understand. I was just thinking about that. Yesterday, myself and another Swamiji, I invite him. Let's walk and say yes. Okay, in 5 minutes. And then in these 5 minutes came a lot of things for me to do. I was cleaning the pots and put in the fridge, and then he came, are we ready? I say, oh, I'm busy. He'll have faith in me today? If I say, let's walk, and say, oh. We don't realize, but our words doesn't have so much value. We don't value our words and the words of others. We just say things. We promise things. We commit ourselves to many things during the daily life, not big things, and we do not fulfill. How can we expect that the others should have faith in us? Why don't you believe in me? And the word is like that. You are going to buy one candy, you have to have 10 witnesses to sign, have 3 lawyers. If you don't pay, you are going to jail. This is the trust that the world has. Are we trustworthy or not? Not so much. So and so. Can we improve? Yes. Watch your words, watch your commitments, watch your promises. And try. And then we will see how we are deviated from this path. On the past, if someone would give a word to you, even if he has to die, doesn't matter. I will fulfill my word. And now? No value. So we can change. We can change ourselves. With a little effort, in the small things. Let us make us more trustworthy. Let us make people to have more faith in our words, our attitudes. Let us have more faith in God, in ourselves, and let's work to purify, to clean our minds, to make our minds reliable. Where is this arrow? Let me bring. Let me bring. Truth. That is the easiest for us. I can find error everywhere. No? We are all very good in finding mistakes. This is one of our best abilities. And then we add our own truth. That is easiest, because I have the truth and all of others has the error. So I just have to give my truth to everybody. We love to speak our truths to others. Because they are wrong. Is our truth absolute? Partial. It's partial. And we want to impose where? Is that in their perspective they are wrong? Or in my perspective? My perspective. For them, they may think they are right. And even if you are right, how do you communicate this truth? Guruji said there are few aspects that you should consider when you are speaking the truth to others. How, when, what. Not just to speak, even if it's truth. If you hurt some people while speaking that, it's not truth anymore. To understand others, not to see the mistake of others, but try to see our mistakes. And if you think that you have to communicate, you have to help, what is your intention behind that? Just to prove that you are right, or you want to help out of love, you want to correct that person? How you are doing, when you are doing, what you are doing? Think before you express your truth. Where is this arrow? Let me bring truth. Oh God, let me perceive the real truth in me. Let me bring this truth, because I am full of errors. My narrow mind cannot see more than just a few meters ahead of me. Help me, expand my vision. Where there's despair, let me bring happiness. What is despair?
Lack of hope.
Lack of hope. Desespero. In Portuguese is desespero. It's probably come from the Latin. Espero means to hope. And desespero means without hope. Despair means without hope. Again, the same as the hate. We have different degrees of despair. Anxiety is despair or no? It's, fear, insecurity. Many degrees we have. Happiness. How to change? Is our mind stable? No. All the time we are concerned, we are worried, So this is a prayer for self-analysis. Look at yourself. Understand. Do not get disheartened. Just move forward. We have the blessings. It's very hard for us to be in balance, to be in peace. All the time our minds is... I had one friend, and after 15 years I met him a few months back. And then he has a 5-year-old boy now. And he was very happy. I cannot describe the feeling of being a father. It's the most beautiful experience. But also it's terrible. And then he changed completely his face. Every day I suffer. Every day I'm in despair. What happened? Why did it change completely? Are your son okay? Yes, he's perfectly fine. But why so much concern? And every day I think he may die. At any time. Every day I think if he's die. So I get scared. So your son has 5-year-old, and every day you are killing him. And you are killing yourself. This is our mental state. Even if some good thing comes to us, I may lose. I get despair. I'm enjoying a beautiful dessert, almost finishing, so my God, it's ending. What will be and about me after that? In Gita, chapter 6, verse 20 to 24, Lord Krishna says, how should be our minds? How should be our level, our standard? And what he says, when your mind slowly gets connected to meditation and to experience the self, it gets established. It doesn't think there's anything better than that. And wants more and more and more. Till comes to a level that you are established in this peace. Nothing in this world can remove your mind from this peace. Nothing. Even the worst tragedy cannot remove you from that peace. This is the invitation of St. Francis to all of us. Where there's despair, let remain happiness. We are born to be in this state of happiness, continuously, all the time. Look at your mind. Don't accept your mind as it is now, and work. We have everything in our hands. Where there's sadness, let me bring joy. Guruji just wrote one book now. The name? Keep sad, is not? Keep sad? No. Keep sadness. Guruji asked yesterday many times, are we happy? Partially happy. But do you want to be partially happy? No. And what's the first step? Smile. If we learn to smile in our difficulties all the time, half of our problems will be solved. Just smiling. If you're not willing to go in front of the mirror and make some effort, just smile. Our negativity doesn't like the smiles. Share smiles. To bring joy to this world. We can do. Starting from a smile. I was reading one book, and then the Guru was welcoming the disciple. And a few weeks back, they have just constructed a huge bridge in between their ashram and the city. Huge. And then after a few days came a flood in India, just destroy everything. They did not have money to rebuild. They could not go out of the ashram to buy any groceries, anything. It was a tragedy. And the disciple was completely sad, dejected, crying. And the Guru, ha ha ha, start to laugh. And then say, Master, what happened? How can you laugh at such tragedy? We will not have food in few days. We don't have money to rebuild. Everything is spoiled. And then he asked to the disciple, is it done or not? If you cry, your cry are going to rebuild this bridge? No. Your crying is going to bring money to us to rebuild? No. So, the tragedy is already done. It's in my choice to laugh or to cry. If I cry, I will just make worse. If I laugh, I will be at least lighter. He could not follow, but it's our choice. Good and bad will come, but how do we react? It's a train, because we learn to cry. Whenever happens, bad, cry. Be sad. We learn that since we are childhood. Suffer. Why? Can we not change this concept? We should try. More smile. Make a note. How many smiles I gave today? Don't expect others to bring smiles to you. You start. Smiling more. Where there's darkness, let me bring light. What is darkness?
Ignorance.
Ignorance. What do we give to others? We are trying to become an instrument. How do we share our lightness, or light or darkness? How do we share this with others? Words, thoughts, actions, intention. What is the quality of our words? What do you communicate? Good things? Light? Inspiration? Joy? Motivation? Or useless things? Negativities? Do you bring harm to others when you speak, when you live? Is your life based upon darkness, ignorance, or light? How do you are using your senses in the world? What you are reading, what you are listening, where you are moving. Paramahansa Yogananda, I read in a book, after his classes and talk, he would walk back to the ashram, and he would choose the street, the most dark street. And in that street live the prostitutes, drunkards, drug addicts. It was terrible. No one wants to go there. And why he was walking there? Bring light. We don't need, we are still not in that level. But can we not bring light to others in our words, thoughts, and actions? If we really want to be an instrument, we should think of it the whole day. how can I be better in all these things? Then take a note of all these lines and analyze your life every day. Today, my presence in this world, it brought more light or darkness? How was my mood, my perceptions, my feelings? What did I look for during my day? Darkness or light? This is the first part in self-analysis. It's important, it's not pleasant, but it's extremely necessary for us to understand our lives, to understand our minds, to understand our weaknesses, and to get rid of it. And then the second part, you just ask, grant that I may desire, rather, three things he says: to console, rather than to be consoled. Understand, to understood, and to love. Three things that we are looking for in our lives. I want to be understood, I want to be understood, I want to be consoled, and I want to be loved. Three things that all the time I'm searching for: understanding, consolation, and love. Others should understand me. We really want that. Others should be loving with me. And some people, they force themselves to get sad and to get in this mood to be consoled. Maybe I will get more attention if I become like this. Because we need this closeness, someone to hug us, to give us strength. But what is the recipe of St. Francis here? We all want these three. We live for these three: love, consolation, and understanding. But what is the way for that? Give. And this is the way to be an instrument. Besides of this first part, looking to your faults, looking to your weaknesses, and to really to make an effort to change this, look at others first. Three words: I, world, and God. What is your priority? What is your sequence in your life? In your decisions, in your thoughts, in your words? Which one comes first? If it's you, I'm forgetting the world and God. What should be the ideal? When you wake up, what do you think? What the world will give to me today? What should I give to the world? What do I have to give? How can I contribute today? So the second part is, besides your battle of inner weaknesses, look at others. And it will be much easier. You will feel joy in that. And automatically, all these things that you are giving to others will come to you. Look at others. Swami Vivekananda said, if you have strength in your heart, give, and never look back. That's the secret that St. Francis is telling us. Think of others. Raise your head. Mother Teresa said, whenever I face any trouble, any bad situation, frustration, if you just raise your eyes a little bit up, you see that so many people are in so worse condition than you. You will forget your trouble when you see the others. Everywhere. So if you need some console, think of someone who needs more than you and console that people. We have so many things to do. And we have our whole lives to change. What we are doing? I'm not asking for you, I'm asking for myself. Are we using our lives to change and to become this kind of ideal? Because it's giving that we receive. What does it mean? You give and you receive? It's a law. Law of karma. Now, what does karma has to do with my peace? How can I understanding this law of giving and receiving can help me to find peace? If you understand that everything that comes to you is not by chance, it's something that you planned on the past. It came. I will not react, I will not cry, I will not die. I will accept, and I try my best to change, to utilize, to understand, to grow. It's just this attitude will not bring more peace to us. And if I understand this, and I really want peace, and I understand this law of giving and receiving that St. Francis is telling, how should be my actions from now onwards? 2 days back, Guruji was telling about karma. How should be my actions from now onwards? Is it not a beautiful step for us to find peace? Accepted everything that comes, and be intelligent from now onwards to sow seeds of peace. In forgiveness that we think, forgiveness is the only quality that St. Francis repeats twice in this prayer. Why? Maybe he didn't find any other quality. Say, okay, I have to repeat one. No, because forgiveness is the highest, extremely important. Forgive, forgive, forgive. We should try. Jesus asked Peter to forgive 7 times? No. Not 70. 70 times, 7 times 70. A lot of times. St. Francis repeats twice here. Maybe because he knows we are very hard for that. We are not so good in forgiveness. But we should be. And dying, that will rise to eternal life. Okay to eliminate my weaknesses, okay to think of others, but to die? To be an instrument. What does it mean to die? Even if it's dying, really dying. If I live my life in the previous lines, following this in my daily life, if I die now, I'm not in eternal life, I'm not in heaven. I don't have to be perfect, but if I try every day, when you are going to put your head on the pillow and say, I try to forgive, I try to bring joy, I try to bring unity, I try to change myself. If you want to take me, I can go. The second aspect of dying to rise the eternal life, that means kill your ego. If you kill your ego, then you become a real instrument. But the third aspect of it, related to us, what means dying? Samadhi. And in that stage, you are not an instrument of peace anymore. You are peace itself. You are not an instrument anymore. There are some stages. I feel peace. I am messenger of peace. I have still I am instrument of peace. The peace is flowing through me. And then finally, I am peace. This is the way. We start our journey getting frustrated because, I'm far from this. Trying this. At the end, I am that. We should try. This is our part. Just try. Let's close our eyes, please. Watch your breaths. And please listen to the prayer of St. Francis in Portuguese. Senhor, fazei-me instrumento de vossa paz. Onde houver ódio, que eu leve o amor. Onde houver ofensa, que eu leve o perdão. Onde houver discórdia, que eu leve a união. Onde houver dúvida, que eu leve a fé. Onde houver erro, que eu leve a verdade. Onde houver desespero, que eu leve a esperança. Onde houver tristeza, que eu leve a alegria. Onde houver trevas, que eu leve a luz. Ó Mestre, fazei que eu procure mais consolar que ser consolado, compreender que ser compreendido, amar que ser amado, pois é dando que se recebe, é perdoando que se é perdoado, e é morrendo que se vive para a vida eterna.